Alright, we are back with more Alan Wake. Let's get this thing started. I know it's been a minute since I played. Going into Initiation 3. One thing I hate is that the checkpoints in this game are kind of weird. So, like, it put me all the way back to, like, one before I came out of that dark pit area. So, I had to, like, do all that before I got here again. So now, in 3. Like, it should save right here, but it doesn't.
Alice's
It's
photo
just weird.
equipment, set to go off when the door opens.
There's gonna be some spooky shit in here.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice!
I like it coming
Alice!
up.
Alice,
Take photos for exhibition posters.
this is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
So I knew she was at least alive and like trying to survive in a dark place. I'm guessing she knew he wasn't the real Alan. Oh,
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my
I got
books.
the symbol on it.
This symbol wasn't here before.
The symbol.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
I gotta find a memory card. Video, art doc, on screen. Focal point, the dark place. So like Alice is doing her own investigations and shit. Okay. Like I've run around this whole house already. Oh wait. Part 1. Oh, okay.
Alice's memory card.
Put the memory card in. Didn't Alice get out? So this is like,
When I
this
was
before
younger,
she get out?
photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work
After
when
they
he
have
could.
a live action Alice. Just
I took his promo shots. Created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me.
I was thinking something fucking just a
Things got
little
complicated sometimes, but
wavy thing in the dark
that's
place.
life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Just about to go into her little dark place thing, man.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Turn by Scratch. End of part.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send
What
him
is Scratch
back to
doing
the
with the
dark
clicker?
place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Okay.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Heard of the Cult of Tree.
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
How did they get the clicker?
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Profiling. Oops, wrong profiling thing. There we go. The cult owns a clicker.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that much.
He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Wait, that part makes sense. That's how you got out in the first place. Let's go to cases to do. That's new evidence. Halloween interview.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Alright. Wait, Cult of the Tree is in possession of the clicker. There we go. I was already looking into the cult. 2 birds, 1 stone. So that's a good thing. Switch cases. Wait. Switch cases. Oh, here we go. The cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker after all. Okay. That's it for that one. Let's go to story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Remember, was it he did write it, but then Scratch ended up editing this, so that's the whole problem of the Return. I've got a lot of evidence here. Wake story changes our reality bit by bit. Process is gradual. What does it say? How does story change reality? Means the effect isn't immediate. There's still time to fix this. There's an entity inside a dark place called the Dark Presence. So, also I was wondering, is the Dark Presence in Scratch like different beings? That's what I want to know. I need to know more about Scratch. According to Wade, the Dark Presence can sometimes take his appearance. Oh, so yeah, okay. So the Dark Presence is Scratch. Okay. That's what I need to know. Wake, in the form of Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake's story. Wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. What's this? Dark Presence?
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, well, obviously can't let that happen. Flashlight seems too weak and taken. You'll do, no.
Think Saga.
It's got to do with the Dark Presence. Oh, okay. Light in the, light and dark. Makes sense that light is effective against dark presence too. Yeah. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe. Like nothing could hurt her. Well, the area is safe from the dark presence in the Taken. Scratch and dark presence are interchangeable. Put that here. When the dark presence looks like Wake, it goes by the by the name Scratch. Evil Twin is a bit convenient. I'll keep an eye out on it. Wake was trapped in the dark place for 13 fucking years. A long time to be trapped. Wake was in another world that entire time. Wake fiction coming into contact with a dark presence or dark place has the power to change reality. Fiction coming into right there. Alright, not like those. So whatever you write in a dark place becomes reality. It can't be that simple. If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality at the start of Deerfest. What else to Scratch? So I'll put that. How to stop the story. So that only gives us 2 days to stop this. Must get the clicker before scratch with it. The story can be changed, and scratch will be sent back to the dark place. La clicker. Manipulate switch. Where do I even start with that? Some other strange reality. The dark place. It merged with ours. This place and the dark place. Page. Oh, the overlap. Yeah, the overlap. Let's put that. What was this again? Put it in the dark place. Yeah. Saga was in the overlap. Put this in the overlap. Notice how she entered the overlap. And that's for later. Okay. We all set for now. Got us aboard. No more about the clicker. Interrogate Wake.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
Okay.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Okay. Back into the case board.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
And Watery. Trailer significant somehow. Trailer near Watery. Alright. So we're done here? Okay.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket in the janitor's room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Oh. I guess that's where you use a story switch. Okay. That's how we leave if we choose Saga. Shoebox. Saves you from death with shatters and presses. We already got a lot of shit already. Saga. Yeah, 2 flares already. That's a rocket flare. Single shot flare. Maybe damage in a... Oh. The hell did we get that? Let's switch out hand flare. Let's do this. Put it in the shoebox. Get this rocket flare. Alright, got a lot of health. Okay, so this is how we switch realities. We save. Quick save. I guess this part is going to be really short. So,
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, but when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
alright. So that's all the interrogation pieces? Alright. That was an interrogation thing? Yeah, it was. Okay. What's in the tree? He remembers writing many pages while in a dark place. So put this. Who's involved? Psychology, kind of cult. Where would we put this? Cult ritual, writing part. There we go. If Wake is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection, unless the cult is working with Scratch.
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages.
Like they got a voiceover too.
When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
Okay. Alright. So, I gotta decide if I want to continue as Saga or Alan Wake. I think since we're already Saga, let's continue on as Saga. Probably like Switch.
I'm the only one who understands the forces behind this. I can help you.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do Saga. And then after that, we'll switch. We'll alternate. We'll do that.
Damn it, you are making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
Oh dear Dinah.
Hi, welcome.
Okay, past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin! Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park.
And then that took my watery.
This is so much fun! And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
Okay. Oh. Hello.
It's artisan cuckoo clock designer Terry Feldman. Terry, how are we today? Hey there, Pat. Doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be off with you today. The pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about that. Yeah, I'm crafting a selection of custom
I'm a cool collect. Well, let's do all that. Anything to collect in here? Pretty sure this has to be the new chapter, but it hasn't said yet. What's in there? What's this? Oh, so no, I think I already read this note before. I remember there was something I missed in this town. It was in the park. Hopefully I can go back and get it. Tammy didn't want me to come. I think I've read this before too. I think I've read this before. What was that? It returns to Cauldron Lake. Oh, it's a main script page. Ooh. How's the manuscript?
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
Alright. Oh, there's a page. Let's find all the pages now. Tammy rides the ferry. How does it do that? I'm trying to... There we go. Oh, got some weapon upgrades. When did that happen? I have 9. Okay. Yeah. That's what I already had. Radio. Some other shit.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
The memories inside everything. This Saturday is better. Where's the...
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
The television... There you go, being sure pages. No.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Alright. This is Tammy's room. Tammy didn't want me to come, I can tell. Trip. I don't know. Nothing in here.
Hello?
Do not disturb.
Hello?
I can't force it open.
Is there somebody in here that you're looking for? Alright. If we can get on in here.
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV?
Okay, so I remember when I looked, there was something in the park I missed. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. So we're gonna go to the park real quick. I wonder when the start of this chapter starts. Probably when I go to watery, probably. There'll be something in here. I could have swore I got everything.
No. What will become of my birds now?
She's still
Where will
there.
they go?
Her little
Who
birdies.
will feed them? Fly away. Find a happier place. Go while you still can.
Look at this whole park. I could have swore I picked up everything here, but it said there was something was missing here.
And what about old Margaret? Where will I go? Who will I look after when all my little friends are gone?
I don't see anything in here. Wait. I picked that up already. Okay. Oh, you know what? Did I come over here last?
Too late. Too late for my
And another lunchbox.
There it is. That's what I missed. Yeah, we got some scraps. Couldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. There we go. See now. I think that's everything in town. Let's go to cases, lunchboxes. Zoom out here. Zoom back in here. Bright Falls area. Well, there's a couple in the Bright Falls, but that's the one I missed. So there's a lot in Bright Falls. So is it like Bright Falls this town or Bright Falls as a whole? This is. I was pretty sure I've run around town. I haven't seen any more lunchboxes. Oh yeah, what's my goal? Oh yeah, drive the watery. Okay. So we'll drive the watery and then we'll see if that starts the chapter. There's something at Oh Dear Diner. Let me go there real quick.
Yako, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink
Another
some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine like an asshole. Oh dear, I know what Yako needs. I'm a beer to the rescue.
Yako.
Bring out your inner Wolverine with Alma beer.
These damn commercials.
Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Alma beer. Alma beer is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way. At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wandering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out. It's not sad if it's intentional. Alma beer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
Inner Wolverine. Alright. Hey, you're not Rose. I saw Rose there. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go to Watery. Head on to Watery. Hello. Where's our car? Over here. Oh, we can drive to Coldre Lake if we want, and drive it to Watery. Oh, I like that. Okay. So, like, if we missed anything, we can go back and stuff. That's cool. Alright, well, we're going to Watery, though.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Oh, this is the whole town.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Thought we were going to a lighthouse.
Yeah, real funny.
What's the whole last town? Alright.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Hey, new chapter. Alright, well, we're in a new chapter, so we'll stop it here. We will continue with Local Girl in the next video.